This week, First Lady Melania Trump unveiled her Be Best children's anti-bullying campaign, a great initiative.
I feel strongly that as adults, we can and should be best at educating our children. Today, I'm very excited to announce Be Best.
But she was attacked immediately by the media.
There are a lot of realities that she's dealing with. This is a first lady who is not culturally American, but she is learning the ways.
Then New York Times reporter Glenn Thrush criticizing her grammar, tweeting, "For non-English speakers, preferably those from Eastern Europe, is be best an idiom in your language?" And the far-left haters on Twitter mocking her accent. Here to react, video bloggers and Trump supporters Diamond and Silk. Ladies, always good to have you back, but I mean, aren't Republicans, they're supposed to be the ignorant, dumb ones that are criticizing the accents of immigrants, not the enlightened cultural elites in the mainstream media, right?
But you see, the Democrats are the ones doing it, like the April Ryan. She probably only know how to speak one language compared to our First Lady that know how to speak 5 languages. You know, I really wish that they would lay off of this First Lady. She's doing a phenomenal job. And just leave her alone. She's doing a great job. And for them to demean her and disparage her is saddening to me. It's very sad. If the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't have done this here kind of thing to Michelle Obama.
That's right. They're really letting the hate show. It's really showing, and it's a shame.
Yeah, you mean the high heel was on the other foot. Don't forget. Those stilettos are pretty tall. Also, Michelle Obama, former First Lady, saying she's very concerned about women in America. Let's listen.
In light of this last election, I'm concerned about us as women and how we think. If we're not comfortable with the notion that a woman could be our president compared to what? You know, we have to have that conversation with ourselves as women.
I think Kanye needs to get to the First Lady there because it doesn't sound like she's a free thinker. Aren't women allowed to vote Republican and Democrat however they want?
We are allowed. You know, with all due respect, Michelle Obama, we don't need her lecturing us about who we should and should not vote for. And what she needs to do is maybe ask the question. Maybe she's feeling guilty about the fact that she didn't vote for Hillary Clinton back in when they were running back in 2007. Maybe that's what she's feeling guilty about. And why does she keep talking about Hillary Clinton? Was Hillary Clinton supposed to be given a kickback, paddywhack, give a dog a bone by somebody? And Hillary Clinton can run tomorrow. We still won't vote for her, even if she tried to lure us in with hot sauce. Absolutely not.
That's a great point. You know, if she's supposed to be pro-women, she should have voted against her husband in the Democratic primary in 2008 and voted for Hillary. Okay. Lastly, we have Maxine Waters going nuts on the House floor with Congressman Mike Kelly tried to make a point. Maxine wasn't having it.
We are trying to make sure that we're making America great every day in every way. And the best way to do that is to stop talking about discrimination and start talking about the nation. We're coming together as a people in spite of what you say.
I resent that, and I resent the remark about making America great again. He's down here making a speech for this dishonorable president of the United States of America. Having said that, I reserve the balance of my time, and no, yield? I do not yield not 1 second to you. Not 1 second. Not 1 second to you.
Wow. Mad Maxine getting a little feisty on the floor there, ladies.
Yeah. Let me tell you what's wrong with Maxine and these Democrats. They're upset because they dropped the ball on the American people by ignoring us and giving us enough to keep us quiet, but not enough to make a difference. So a businessman come along named Donald Trump and pick up that same ball, and now he scored a touchdown by giving us tax cuts and more money in our pocket. What Maxine Waters needs to know is that Republicans believe in going to work and working. Maybe she needs to switch her party to Republican so she can get to work.
That's right, because we know that they call her the poverty pimp. That's because she live in a mansion while the district she represents live in poverty.
All right. There they are, the ladies, Diamond and Silk. Chit Chat Tour underway. Go to diamondandsilk.com to find out more. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you for having us.
President Trump taking a victory lap at his Indiana rally after a huge week. Despite 90% of network evening news coverage being negative towards the president, his approval ratings are surging in nearly every poll. and how the president already campaigning aggressively to keep the House out of Nancy Pelosi's hands in the midterms.
Nancy Pelosi said yesterday she wants to end the tax cuts and raise your taxes. I said, tell me, is that like good politics? You know, it's not about politics, but think of that from a political standpoint. I don't think her party was too happy. But you know what? That's her thought. That's what they want to do. They want to raise your taxes, end your tax cuts. They want to have open borders where everyone flies into our country. That's not happening.
Here to react, White House Senior Advisor for Strategic Communications, Mercedes Schlapp. So, Mercedes, let's take a look at this poll. The Democrats in the generic congressional ballot a little while ago had a 16-point advantage over Republicans, and that lead has shrunk to 3, which is basically within the margin of error. What do you account for this for?
It's the Trump wave. There's no question that it's because of President Trump's vision, his bold actions, the promises he's made to the American people, and the fact that he's keeping these promises, whether it be in the area of the economy, where we've seen a booming economy because of the tax cuts and the deregulatory actions that he's taken, to what we're seeing in terms of America First foreign policy, which is these historic moments, Jesse, right now, that we're seeing in terms of our actions in North Korea, in our actions in Iran, in terms of ensuring that we get rid of what he calls the worst deal in Iran, as well as his action that he's taken in moving the embassy over to Jerusalem.
Sure. So you have a bunch of things on the foreign policy and domestic policy front. The American people want safety, they want security, and they want prosperity. But you also have to give the Democrats a little credit for sinking their own fortunes. They've run on Russia, they've run on porn stars, they've run on impeachment, and now they're running on tax hikes. They have a little responsibility in this absolute disaster of a poll. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, no question. Wait, Jesse, are you talking about the Democrats or are you talking about the liberal media? I don't know. Which one are you talking about?
I mean, it's really hard to distinguish, Mercedes.
I feel like they both have the same agenda. And I think that, you know, as you go and travel across the country, you really understand that the American people get this. They understand that the Democrats don't have an agenda right now. Their agenda has been one that they've been pushing for months since the president's gotten elected, which is that of resisting whatever the president pushes forward. They're not only resisting his very practical agenda when it comes to the economy, I mean, they don't even want to push through his very qualified nominees.
In my opinion, the Democratic Party has become the party of identity politics because they've lost their identity. They don't know who they are. They don't even have a slogan. I don't know what their slogan is. I don't think Hillary even had a slogan. The president unveiled his new slogan, which is going to be "Keep America Great Again." But they have a problem even within their identity politics world. Millennial support for Democrats is down 10%. Black approval of Donald Trump has doubled in just a short while. I call that the Kanye West bump. But they're in some deep trouble on their key demographic groups, and I don't see any way they can